What's good? What's good? What's good? Oh no, wait. There we go. This is how I like it. What's good? What's good? What's good? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What the fuck is going on, y'all? What's the tea? Listen, I am fresh from an interview, y'all. I just did an interview tonight and I am so excited about it. I'm actually going to release who it is tomorrow sometime. Well, y'all might find out tonight because I might just upload the shit tonight and just set it for when I want it to come out, because it's actually supposed to come out the weekend of Josiah's birthday, which is like the first weekend in April. So that's when I want to put it out. But I'm probably just gonna upload it to YouTube tonight and just set it, and then y'all will know exactly who it is. But social media like Instagram and Facebook and shit like that, they won't find out until the morning. But yes, I am fresh from the interview. This is why the live is so goddamn late. Y'all know normally if I'm gonna go live, the latest I'm gonna go live is like 10 o'clock or 10:30. That is the latest. But I decided to go live at 11 tonight, and I just wanted to give you guys something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't like to miss a day without giving y'all a video. Like, my goal normally is to just give you guys at least one video a day. That's normally the goal here. But it ain't really been that much to talk about. It's been very, very fucking dry. I ain't gonna lie, it's been very goddamn dry. So it ain't really been that much to really get into this week. But I was able to carve out at least like 4 different stories to give you guys something to chat about and talk about. You feel what I'm saying? But I think we're gonna have us a good show. Pain, I don't know if you know who it is or not, but I'm gonna upload it to YouTube after I get done with this particular live. Like, I'm gonna download the shit from StreamYard and then I'm gonna post it on YouTube. So then y'all will know who it is. But I'm gonna officially announce it in the morning. Like, I'm gonna have a whole post dedicated to it in the morning on my community wall and on my social media. So yes, but I just want to tell y'all, I had a great time, and me doing this interview with this particular person let me know that I have the opportunities to really go out and get these interviews with these artists. And like I said before, this artist was one of my favorite voices in the early 2000s, and I feel like she was very much so underrated. I still think she's underrated, and she has one well-known record. She released 3 singles, but she got one song that's very well known that came out in 2002, and that's all I'm saying about that. But I had to start there. You know, I want to get to the point to where I can interview a Brandy or, you know, a Monica or a K Michelle or somebody like that. Like, I want to get into that. And we talked about music and music only. We didn't go into a personal life or anything like that. All we did was talk about music. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm very excited about this interview. I can't wait till you guys see it. A part of me wants to release it earlier than when I want to, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna release it the week of Josiah's the weekend of Josiah's birthday, just so I can have something released while I'm in Houston, because I just bought my ticket home from Houston just before I got on here. Baby, flights are high. And the fact that Southwest got us paying for seats too, bitch, what? Anyway, but yeah, I can't wait for you guys to find out. And I know Payne is dying to know who this is. But you will find out when I upload it to YouTube right after this live. I'm gonna upload it after that. But anyway, we're at the 5-minute mark, you guys, and we're about to go ahead and get into the things right now. It was 28 of you guys up in here so far, but you guys already know that the goal with every single live is to hit 100 plus people with every single live that we do, honey. That is the goal, but hopefully we hit it, okay? But let me see what Andrea just said, because it looked like it's something real heavy. She says, it's been a wild month. My son was in the hospital for 12 days in February with a collapsed lung Then my birthday was on March 9th, and my dad went to the hospital on Friday with heart failure. Scotty, you did get me through all of that, especially when y'all gave us a whole live singing. So thank you, little bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Andrea. Me, Carl, Tremel, and Jamar, we do all that singing shit all the time. And we're definitely going to give you guys another live karaoke session again. A lot of y'all been asking me for it again, and I told them that y'all enjoyed it. So, baby, y'all going to get it again. Let me shout out to the moderators that are here. Besides Andrea, we got only one Miss Ann. Hey, Miss Ann, girl. We got Payne. We got the Jail Slayer. We got Sharice. We got Aaliyah. We got Norris. We got Ebony. We got all of y'all up in here tonight. And y'all know that everybody that I just named, they're going to keep the chat clean. They're going to make sure that you guys engage. And they're going to make sure that we all have a good time here tonight, okay? So like I said, it's 29 of you guys up in here. And I don't intend for this live to be that long. So let's go ahead and get into the things, y'all. So let's start out with the very first story of the day, y'all. And that is the versus battle with Tank and Tyrese. Now, baby, listen up closely, man. When I first found out that they were going to do a versus, I was kind of, not necessarily here for that. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell y'all why I wasn't really here for them going, doing no versus battle. Because I personally feel like if Tyrese is going to go against anybody in a versus battle, I really feel like the person that he should go up against is Genuine. Personally, I think that the person that Tyrese should go against in a versus battle is definitely Genuine. I don't understand why he's going up against Tank. Like, I understand that they went, like they was in a group together, the TGT group together. I get that. But I just feel like when it comes down to like eras, Tyrese came out in 98 and Genuine came out in 96. So they came out 2 years apart. And I feel like the better person for Tyrese to go up against would be Genuine. That's who I believe. I could see them going up against each other. As far as Tank goes, I think that Tank has enough for a versus battle, but I don't think that Tyrese was the best opponent. I personally feel that the person that he should have went up against was Jaheim. Hear me out. Tank and Jaheim both released in the spring of 2001. They both had just came out in 2001, the spring of 2001. Jaheim's Could It Be came out first. Tank's Maybe I Deserve came out after. They came out at the same time. They dropped their albums at the same time. And I do think that Jaheim actually sold more on his first album than Tank actually did. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that, but people want to sleep. But Jaheim was actually that nigga when he first came out. Now, let's be clear. And he had more hits than Tank. People might not believe that, but he did. Now, let's start it off. Jaheim had Could It Be? He had Just In Case. And he had Anything featuring Nyx. Those were 3 hit records off his first album. All Tank had on his first album was Maybe I Deserve, which is a big record for him. And he had Slowly. One of my favorite records by Tank, but it wasn't that huge. Then you got their second albums. They both dropped the second album in 2002. Tank came out with One Man. One Man is the title track to his second album. That's the only single he had was One Man off that album. With Jaheim's second album, Jaheim had Fabulous, Put That Woman First, and Back Tight. 3 hit records. Now the third album that Jaheim came out with was The Makings of a Man. And I think that the only single he had was Every Time I Think About Her. Then Tank came out with Sex, Love, and Pain, and he had Please Don't Go. Big record. Then Jaheim came out again in 2008. Forget the name of the album. I think it was Ghetto Classics, I want to say. He came out with Never. And then he came out with I'm not wilding out like I used to. I don't do the things I used to no more. I changed for you. You know that record? Those two records. And then because for a long time, Tank was still releasing albums, but but Jaheim, people sleeps on Jaheim now. Jaheim actually had a catalog, no lie, and he had a catalog that could definitely rival Tank's catalog. I really feel that way. The only reason why I won't say Tank and Anthony Hamilton is because Anthony Hamilton already did a verses, and he did his verses with Music Soul Child. And he slick kind of ate Music Soul Child up. I'm just gonna be honest about that one. But all in all, though, when it all boils down to it, I'm not necessarily sure about Tank and Tyrese doing a versus. I'm not really certain about that. I'm not really sure. But it's going to be a good show. I definitely intend on doing like a live after the versus battle. I do intend on doing a live after that. So yes, so be on the lookout for all that. I definitely intend on doing a live, honey. I do. So be on the lookout for that live because we definitely gonna do one. So where we at? Where we going? What we doing? So let me see. I would love to see Joe and who will he go up against? That's a good question. Because I think Joe is also slept on. And I don't know who he will go against in a versus, though. That's a good question. Because Joe got a lot of bangers. He got all the things, all the things your man won't do is my favorite song by him. Ooh, I got the Jones in my bones for you. There ain't a damn thing that I won't do. I make your body clean with my sex machine. I won't stop until I hear your mother scream. Joe versus Case or Donnell Jones. Oh, those are good choices. I could definitely see Case. I could see Case. Because they could close the verses off with faded pictures. Boom. Boom. One of my favorite songs by Case, y'all. And I don't know if y'all familiar with his deep cuts. But my favorite song by Case is off his third album, Open Letter. It's called Driving. It's I will be driving and you will be riding all night long to a slow song. Yes, honey. Love it. Love it. And that's a sex song, of course, but I love that song, child. That's one of my favorite songs by him. But honey, all I gotta say is this. I really want to see how this go, though. I want to see how it goes. A lot of people are Team Tank. A lot of people are Team Tyrese. There's some people that feel like Tank ain't got the catalog to go against Tyrese. But then there's some people that feel like Tyrese may give Tank, that people might think that Tank might give Tyrese a run for his money. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be there watching. And I'm definitely going live after the fact. Oh, I'm definitely going live. So I'm just going to let y'all know that right now. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into the next topic. Let's get into Mystikal. Shake your ass, but watch it still. Now, let me tell y'all about Mystikal. Mystikal love jail. There's one thing that I do know about this nigga right here. This nigga love jail. And he don't know how to stay the fuck out of jail. And he gonna do whatever he can to go back to jail because this nigga always going around doing the same old shit. Now, if you don't know, let me tell y'all. Let me put this up here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here. Oops, my bad. Okay, so Mystikal has pled guilty to third-degree RAPE in the Louisiana case, facing up to 20 years in jail. He went to jail for some shit like this once before. And clearly his ass ain't learned no lessons from this shit. So let's get into it real quick. So rapper Mystikal is heading back to court this June after pleading guilty to third-degree rape in connection to a 2022 incident in Prairieville, Louisiana. With that plea, he could face up to 20 years in prison. Prior to this, Mystikal was dealing with multiple serious accusations that could have resulted in a life sentence. His trial was set for March 30th before the agreement was reached. Authorities say that the case began after a woman accused him of attacking her inside of his home. She alleged that he assaulted her, physically harmed her, and prevented her from leaving by taking her belongings. She later went to the hospital with visible injuries and identified him as the suspect. This is also not his first time being faced with major legal issues. Back in 2004, he served time after being convicted in a separate sexual assault case and was required to register as a sex offender. Now, let me tell y'all, one thing about Mystikal, he's going to live up to his name, right? And I think y'all are wondering what I mean by when I say that he is going to live up to his name. Mystikal had a song on his album, Tarantula. And the name of the song is called Pussy Crook. He said they call me the Pussy Crook. And every charge he get for assault, he precedes his name. They call me the Pussy Crook. Oh, you are the Pussy Crook. Because you rob these girls out their pussy. You rob them. It's funny how art imitates life. It's very funny how it imitates life, honey. It's very funny. Because you sit up there and told us that they call you the Pussy Crook. You said that in a record. You said that. You did. And I believe every word that you said. I believe every word that you said. Like, for real, for real, for real. That's just the thing. So, yeah, you're definitely the Pussy Crook. You let us know that. So, my thing about it is that my thing is that's what he do, and I feel like by him saying it in that record, that means that he knows what he's doing. He knows what, because you've been robbing bitches out of their pussy for years. You already went to jail for this shit. Why would you go back for the same stuff? This is the shit that I don't get about niggas like Mystikal. You went to jail for this already. So my thing is, did you think that you wasn't gonna get caught? I mean, I'm not understanding. Did you think that you wasn't gonna get caught? You got caught the first time. What make you think you're not gonna get caught this time? I'm trying to understand. I'm not understanding of the situation. I'm just not understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, what's your point? And I'm pretty sure my thing is, why do you feel like you got to rob people of their vaginas? Like, why do you feel like you got to rob them? There's women out there that would be willing to give it to you. Like, there's women out there that will be willing to give it to you. So why do you gotta go and take it from somebody? I'm pretty sure there's plenty of women that want to give it to you. So what's going on? But like I said, these people, these artists, they life imitates itself a lot. Y'all put this shit in songs and shit and don't expect nobody to pick up on the bullshit that y'all be on. And just like Miss Ann just said, it's no different than R. Kelly calling himself the Pied Piper. We know what the Pied Piper is and what he did. And R. Kelly let us know what the fuck it was from the jump. Which we knew. It was nothing new. We knew. The ones willing ain't who he want. That's very clear. But you know. Danger. Watch your back. Danger. Okay, the nigga right here. Been so long. He's been on. So please, what it is that you want to see? That's how it's gonna be behind bars. Been so long, he's been gone. Okay, like, please. Please. Scotty, did you own any Mystikal CDs? I wasn't a big Mystikal fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't a big Mystikal fan. I only liked the songs that I heard on the radio, but I was never like, um, I never felt the need to buy an album from him. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was never felt like I needed to hear an album from Mystikal. Like I never cared for Mystikal in that way. Like I did like Danger. I like Bumping Me Against the Wall. I did like, Danger, Shake Your Ass, Here I Go, all that shit. Like I did like that. But yeah, I never cared about Mystikal that much to buy an album. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. As much as I love a lot of old school Southern hip hop, he wasn't my favorite. I was more like when it come down to Southern hip hop, I was like a big fan of people like Scarface and people like UGK and people like Juvenile and back then with Lil Wayne was the Block is Hot Lil Wayne. I used to love him back then. Like, Master P. I used to like them type of people from the South when it come down. Outkast, the Southern hip hop from back then. Mystikal was never on my list though. He was never on my list. But let's move on to the next one. So Julez Smith, that's his name. Everybody has been talking about him, right? Well, everybody been going in on him. The gays been going in on him. And this is what everybody been talking about, right? So let's go ahead and get into it now. So it's one of them things where it said, Julez Smith hosted LGBTQ plus night in Atlanta. Gays, thank you all for joining. As seen during the live, Julez declined to participate in the scheduled interview and declined to provide a shout out to the community upon arriving, right? So not only did they say that, but then they went over here on Twitter and they decided to talk about the incident. So it says, no more fake allies. Collecting a check is not allyship. Booking an LGBTQ event without acknowledging them as your fans, as what is it? Not acknowledging your fans is not allyship. Being quiet about your support for us when it gets challenging for you is not allyship. Thanks to all the gays that tuned in to our TikTok last night. As seen during the live, Julez declined to participate in the interview. To clarify, Gay E Magazine did not book Julez for the appearance. We were brought in to solely help promote the event and to interview him. It is so important to note that Julez' interview had been scheduled in advance, and both Julez and his rep were sent the questions, which were reviewed and approved beforehand. Last minute before arriving, we were notified not to ask Julez the following question: what inspired you to host an LGBTQ event? And is that something you see yourself continuing in the future, possibly during Pride? Okay, so then approved questions for Julez Smith. Okay, these are the questions that were approved. So then let's be clear, no one is obligated to do an interview. However, performative allyship is not cool. It is particularly important that when public figures schedule interviews for LGBTQ plus community, they maintain their integrity especially during this current political climate. Okay, hold on. What's next? It's important for us to mention that LGBTQ club hostings must also change. Paying a celebrity to sit in a venue without at least getting on the club mic and welcoming their supporters for attendance should no longer be acceptable. This should actually apply to all celeb club appearances, whether gay or straight. Despite everything that happened on our live, we shouldn't be so quick to dismiss a heterosexual celebrity who shows up for the LGBTQ community for the first time. You don't truly know who someone is until they're given the opportunity to prove it. Unfortunately, the allyship was failed in real time. Allyship is earned, not given. And then that's when Jules said on Twitter, and this is what prompted the whole thing. He said, when you realize ain't nothing but a club and some money being made, and y'all don't be mad when I come 20 girls deep. Now let me read a comment from Sammy Austin, who's also on the new season of Chasing Atlanta. Shout out to Sammy. Sammy said, with LGBTQ based series like Chasing Atlanta, G Status ATL, and The Scene ATL. Oh, thank you for the shout out, honey. There is no reason why the artists of these shows are not put on these not life platforms. Myself, Noel Nix, Kendall, Tremel, Carl are all on YouTube's #1 LGBTQ platform and should be connected with Atlanta's nightlife scene. Okay. And that is very true. I gotta just come on out there and say that because I'm glad that Sammy said that. Number one, love me some Sammy Austin. And he knows that. So let me just go ahead and say that, right? There's a lot of LGBTQ performers out there that could be doing these nightlife events. And even with some of the award shows that we get, I've always stood firm in my belief that y'all should give if this award show is for LGBTQ people, why not have the local talent here that represents for our community that actually makes music? Why not have them perform at these motherfucking events? You feel what I'm saying? And Sammy is a great performer. From what I've seen, Kendall performs great. I know what Tremel and Carl, because those are my friends, I know what they give. And I saw Noel perform at Pride. I know exactly what he gives. He gives great commentary. He gives great performance. And he can rap. His little feminine ass can rap. So my thing about it is, why don't y'all give them that light? And I'm glad that Sammy said that, but Noel said in the comments that, child, they don't want us. Just leave it alone. I don't think y'all should leave it alone. I really believe that everybody that he posted in that comment should all step up and literally say, we need these people. We need to be on these stages. We are gay, we're queer. We should be on these stages. We actually make music for our community. Although, if we want to take it a step further and be real about the situation, although some people in our motherfucking community really don't be paying these artists any fucking mind because they ain't got no deals. When a lot of these fucking artists out there make good music, like my friend DJ, he makes great music. They all do that. So my whole thing is, why not give them that space to perform? They deserve that shit. These niggas be out here performing their asses off in these same damn venues when they should be in these venues that y'all be hiring these straight ass people there and spending all your money on them instead of spending it on motherfuckers that actually do music and actually is here to entertain you motherfuckers. Not only should y'all put our queer artists on these stages, but why are y'all paying motherfuckers like this, who's not even an ally, to do anything? When you got people like me who has a damn platform and a fan base, 58,000 subscribers, close to 59,000 subscribers, they can get up there and host. And I'm in Atlanta. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. King of Reeds, House of Aaron. You got different people in Atlanta that's in the media scene like myself that could do that. Pay Armand Wiggins to bring his ass to Atlanta and do it. It's a lot of motherfuckers y'all can ask to do this shit. But see, the thing is, y'all want these straight niggas that you fantasize over the whole shit for y'all. When they don't give a fuck about nothing but your motherfucking money. That's all they care about. So it is what it is. So yes, I agree with everything that Sammy is saying, and that is the reason why there was a whole lot of backlash about this whole situation. And I 100% agree with all of that. these artists deserve the shine. It's already not even a lot of gay artists from our community that's on the mainstream stages anyway. It's not that many. Where's Lil Nas X right now? He pushed the envelope too much, and now don't nobody want to hear nothing that he put out. You got Khalid. He was forced to come out the closet, and now that he's out of the closet and embracing being queer, now motherfuckers turning their nose up at him, talking about he not being himself. If you're gonna pick an ally, pick somebody that you know is really a motherfucking ally. Don't pick bitches just because you feel like they're cute and shit. Don't do that, because it's superficial and it ain't real. So don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to the rest of us. I think we deserve better than what we get. It's like I said, it's a lot of people that that we could get. It's a lot of people that in our community that we should get. You feel what I'm saying? So it's annoying, and I ain't got time for that. It's irritating, y'all. Like, okay, like Tank. I'm glad you brought up Tank. Tank is actually an ally. Tank has performed at LGBTQ events with his shirt off, and I don't mind. But he knows what his demographic is. His demographic is women and gay men like myself that want to see him sing with no shirt on. No disrespect to my man, but I love Tank. It's just the facts. So yeah, let this be a lesson. And like I said before, give these acts their just due. Let Sammy perform. Let Kendall perform. Let Noel perform. Let Kyle and Shamir perform. Let DJ perform. Let Hemingway perform. Let them all perform. Let Bando perform. And I'll be at your damn event if he performs. Let Bando perform. Like, give them, just give them that. You feel what I'm saying? Let them have that. They deserve it. That's it. That's all. But anyway, anyhow, let's go on to the last topic of the day, and that is Miss EJ Johnson, honey. The people have been going in on EJ. And baby, we're going to get into the things. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to go ahead and close out the show with this. I told y'all this wasn't going to be no long video. Baby, we don't want William the saddest and shit. And you heard it from me, honey. You can't sing and you heard it from me. Okay? So let's get into EJ Johnson.
You and your sister liking the same guy.
Honestly, that is ultimately what got the show picked up. But also, in terms of the gender and sexualities and stuff like that, it was very important because that happens. You can, I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
It's just, I think, like, if you ask any of the girls, like, they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. That's what, like, I don't care what, like, I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you're happy being who you are.
As you and your sister
are. But to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also, like, they're like, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, hey girl, like, it's not, you're not in here like the rest of us are. It's just, it's always, but I never really understood it until now, because before, when I would go and I just was like, there's something about this room. It's like, it's almost like they don't want me here. Like, I'm not really in it here because I'm not presenting as a man. I'm not presenting in that way.
And to be clear, the gay community room.
Yeah.
Of your own community. Yeah.
But it's not like a shameful thing or just like, oh, they're mean to me. But it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me in that capacity. But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also, like, they're like, they're kind of like, I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
So, so has it always been that way for you in terms of when it comes to men? Has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you,
or somebody who has been intimate and dating women for most of their life, or like up until then? For sure, absolutely. It has always been that way, but now it's like even more so now that I definitely present in more of a feminine way, because also like it's like my energy is that I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
So, are you dating now?
I am outside. Definitely outside. I had to get a little more serious though, I think, in this new year for sure. I think before I was kind of just like enjoying myself and kind of just like dating to date, but now I'm being much more strategic about it. And it's like, if we're not actually going to enter into a relationship, then, and I think that's where you have to put the boundaries up with the so-called straight guys, because they'll just try to like put you off to the side or like keep you in the dark, and like, I'm not living in the shadows anymore.
Have you ever dated somebody that was DL?
Sure, for sure. I think at the time it's just like you just are like, oh well, I'm just trying to be respectful, but really you're not doing yourself any respect.
Were they married?
No, I've never dated a married man or anybody in a relationship.
Okay.
It's just like they just weren't ready to come to terms.
Are you dating now?
Okay, so that was EJ Johnson basically talking about the fact that he does not attract gay men. He doesn't attract straight men. I mean, he only attracts straight men. So there's been a lot of discourse on this topic, and I really hope don't nobody throw no stones at me for what I'm about to say, because I'm going to say it, and I don't really give a fuck, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm really hoping that I don't get no stones thrown at me, but I probably will, and I'm not used to it, and I'm used to it anyway. So whatever. Let's get into it. When he says that he doesn't attract gay men, he's probably right. He's probably right. Let's be for real. A lot of gays do kind of look down on niggas like EJ. Have you ever heard the term no facts, no films? They do be looking down on other film men. They do. They do. Like they literally look down on other film men. They do. Like a lot of gays love this fantasy of trade and things like that. Now, I don't want to come across like a hypocrite, because I actually prefer masculine men. I like a masculine man. Now, let's be clear. Have I ever tried to date a feminine guy? Absolutely. Was I the aggressor? Absolutely. Was I, the kind of guy that was the boy of it all? Absolutely, because of the way that I present myself. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know what I am viewed as. I really don't know, to be honest. I know I'm not like feminine like that. I know I'm not masculine like that. So when people look at me and view me, I really don't know what I am. to people. I remember having this conversation with Bando once before when we first started dating, like at the beginning, and he said that he didn't really see me as a femme. He saw me as like a boy, like not a boy, but he saw me like a man. Like you dress like a boy, you act this way, blah 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 blah. Like you might got feminine ways, but I don't really see you as like femme, like a straight up. I don't categorize you as femme, but I also don't categorize you as mask either. But I don't categorize you as femme, so it's confusing. I don't know where I stand with that. And maybe some of you that's watching, like Harold and Payne, people that identify as queer or whatever, could probably tell me, but I don't necessarily know what I present. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly what I give. I know I'm not femme. I know I'm not masked. I always say I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't know. But however, if you ever listen to punks talk, they don't like feminine niggas. And they wouldn't talk to nobody like EJ. And EJ tall as fuck, looking like he could play some fucking basketball for a living like his daddy and all this other shit. And he walking around in the club, in a gay club with a dress on, you know, with makeup on, looking like he going to a Gayle King interview. They're gonna talk about his ass. They're gonna drag him like nobody's business. They're gonna drag him like a damn potato sack. They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. You know how the punks can be. They will do that. They won't see him attractive. They won't, and there ain't even no shade to him. Now, let's be clear. Would EJ Johnson be my type? No. He's not my type. That ain't my type, but nigga, that ain't my type. Do I look down upon him? No. Do what you want. Be who you want to be. Do what you gotta do. Like period. That's how I feel. You might not be my type, but you might be somebody else's type. And there might be some, and I'm just gonna keep it all the way funky with you. DL niggas will go for a nigga like EJ. If you know, you fucking know. There are DL niggas out there that will go for a dude like EJ. I've seen it time and time again. They go there. They go that way. They won't talk to me. There's a lot of, like, I remember, like, bitch, there's so many DL dudes back home that I used to want to holler at and want to talk to, and I found out they were gay. Then I found out they talking to a nigga like EJ. I'm like, bitch, I was right here. Why you ain't want to talk to me? They go to niggas like EJ. It's because it's like this. EJ is very close to what they're portraying, EJ is close to what they portray that they want. It's not necessarily what the fuck they want. You know what I mean? But they go to niggas like EJ all the time. DL niggas that claim to be straight or are straight presenting, they do go for niggas like EJ. I see it all the time. They don't talk to people like me. It's some that do, but they don't talk to niggas like me. They don't want me. I ain't girly enough. They don't want me. I don't wear enough makeup. They don't want me. You feel what I'm saying? So if you really think about it, I don't see why everybody mad at him. DL niggas go for niggas like EJ. They do. But if you think about our community itself, they do look down on niggas like EJ. This nigga about 7 feet tall, look like he can dunk, got on a size 17 heel with a purse, walking through the club, looking like he going to a goddamn Gayle King interview. They're going to drag the shit out of him. They're going to talk about him like a damn dog. They're going to snicker. They're going to make fun of him. He gonna be a joke. That's how they look at him. They always say no fats, no films. They do it all the time. You see this conversation all the time. Now, here's my thing. I'm not saying that anybody has to be attracted to EJ Johnson. He got to be your type because he ain't my motherfucking type. That ain't what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? When I see him walking down, if I see EJ walking in the club or something like that, if I was single and I saw EJ walking in the club, I'm not gonna be singing the breast saying, that's what I'm looking for. Cause it ain't what I'm looking for. It ain't. So why be all up in y'all fifis about what the fuck he said? He literally just told y'all that's what attracts him. When he's at a gay club, they don't like him. They don't be looking at him. I feel like he's talking about DL. I bet it's a bunch of DL niggas. I got what he was putting down. I think that him saying straight men was misleading because I really don't believe that that's what he meant. It could be niggas that identify as straight, but they really ain't. That's what I see. I could be wrong, but that's what I see. So I kind of understood what he was saying. I kind of understood that. You feel what I'm saying? So I could talk about this all day. I think that Funky Dineva actually did a reaction to Carlos King's interview with EJ Johnson, and I said I want to do a video about it. And I just might, honey. I just might. But we're gonna go ahead to the last topic because Payne reminded me that I had this in the title, and I totally forgot to make a graphic for this. But this is Brandy versus Shine. Now this is how it all started. Let's get into it, y'all. Hold on.
Let's just do it. Listen, let's do it. We're dealing with Brandy.
Okay, let me switch my glass.
You know what happened?
We going here.
You was dating Brandy at one time, or y'all was just, how'd it go?
I was special, you know. He came in and wanted to be special. So I had to let him be special.
I mean, no lies told.
Yeah,
he was Shaq. Okay. He was the champion. He was the MVP.
Right.
I was Kobe, no pun intended, because they said Kobe was a special friend of Brandy's as well.
Right.
But no pun intended.
Right.
But I was coming out of high school on the championship team, and he was the superstar of the team.
Right.
But I definitely did want to be special. I definitely, but I had no idea. So what happened?
Oh,
yeah.
What happened with Brandy and everything?
It was a snitch.
Okay.
So I'm not. I think he know who it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna expose him.
Right.
But so I was so excited because this is my dream person.
Right. Talk about Brandy.
Brandy.
Right.
Poor kid, Brooklyn, watching MTV, watching Moesha, watching her on BET. And, as a dream, I'm like, man, if she was to know Shyne, I got that.
Right.
So when I came up, she was in the crosshairs. Like, I was sniping.
Right.
And, I had no idea though, because he was special.
Right.
So he was running that playbook
Right.
so discreetly, so quietly. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
So he was an ultra sniper. But I was so excited.
Right.
So I kept telling one of a mutual friend who was a snitch.
Right.
So I kept telling one of our mutual friends, and he was snitching me out. And then so Brandy was like, "Yo, who you told you here?
Right.
How so and so know that you here with me right now?" And I'm like, "Oh man."
Right.
So yeah,
that's what's up.
That's what
elaborate.
That's my story.
What I'm elaborating.
So I kept telling one of our mutual friends.
All three of y'all is like the Three Stooges, nigga, and y'all looking real attractive. So when I see y'all niggas, y'all better not have that skirt on, nigga. Y'all better pull y'all panties up. You know what I'm saying? For real. I see y'all. I know where y'all at. Y'all be slipping too in Vegas, walking around the wind, acting like y'all winning. Nigga get some money and have to do 5,000 shows. Fucking bitch. Fuck y'all niggas. Hoe ass niggas. Give you a venereal, nigga. Terrible is crazy. Hold on, let me charge the computer. Blood on everything, bro. I give these niggas a venereal disease that they ain't never had before. I tattoo the fuck out these niggas, blood. Bend y'all niggas over, bro. Hit y'all from the back like this, nigga. Yeah, all three of y'all is like the Three Stooges, nigga. And y'all looking real attractive. Fuck punks. We're Bussy Baby. We're back shots. Y'all come in and get some too, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Come in and get some of this. Get some of this Cameron ass. Nigga. I will not tolerate it, nigga. And neither will LA. I'm talking about all of Los Angeles, nigga. Everybody out here, nigga. Bloods, Crips, SAs, smokers, crackheads, hoes on Figueroa. Everybody, nigga. The agency. Everybody. Nobody's gonna allow that to happen, nigga. Fucking cunts. You feel me? Give a fuck about what my sister said, nigga. Give a fuck about what my sister said, nigga. She probably ain't gonna ever watch this type of shit. But I'm watching you, nigga. And I'm watching you close, nigga. And I see you shave your legs, nigga. I like that. Blood. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm talking about everybody. Niggas talking about my sister. Let me look up these niggas' moms and sisters and start posting their pictures. I'm gonna fuck your mom, your sister, nigga. Your I don't know how old y'all niggas are, but I'm fucking everybody in your family, nigga. Your daddy, everybody, nigga. Give a fuck about what my sister said, nigga. She probably ain't gonna ever watch.
First of fucking all, what? First of all, what? First of all, what? First. Don't you got a heart condition? Shouldn't you be worried about whether or not you got to go to Heartbreak Hotel or not, nigga? First of all, let's be clear on that part first before we even go to Brandy. Shouldn't you be worried about that? You think you're defending Brandy, but you're not. You're actually looking like a fucking clown. So you're threatening to fuck everybody. That's your punishment. Fucking everybody. And they look real attractive to you. And you want to fuck them. Yeah. No. Something wrong with you. And the fact that Sonya can get her ass up here and defend you on every damn thing else, shouldn't she tell you get your ass off alive and stop embarrassing yourself and everybody else around you? Like, what the what? How dumb do you sound? And how stupid do you look? Oh my God. Anyway, let's get to Brandy's part. So, Brandy said, in the late 90s, I had a platonic friendship with rapper Shyne. In an unfortunate turn of events, that friendship is now being mischaracterized as we dated. We did not. I'm not sure why an untrue narrative about a scope of what was a friendship more than 20 years ago is being reshaped during his current media interviews. People telling their version of my story is why I'm releasing my upcoming memoir, Phases. It's time to tell my truth and debunk many of the lies that people think they know about my life. Additionally, I rarely release statements and typically ignore stories about me in the headlines, even when they're false. But when I do decide to stand up for myself, I handle things on my own. While I love my brother Ray J, I don't condone or support the messages he shared on social media and have not asked him to defend me in any form. Phases is available on March the 31st, 2026, wherever books are sold. Bitch, I'm buying that damn book. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bitch. I'm buying that motherfucking book. Perfect timing, Brandy, to plug your motherfucking book in, girl. Plug that book in, because I'm buying it. All this shit being said, baby, I'm buying that damn book. I promise you, I'm buying it. I am buying that book. I'm buying that book. I'm buying that book. I'm buying that book. I'm buying that book. And that's all there is to it. I just think that people need to leave Brandy alone. I think that they need to leave Brandy alone. I think that it's kind of weird for them to even be talking about Brandy at this point in time. Like, leave Brandy the fuck alone. Like, just stop. That girl don't bother nobody. She just got off a tour that did well for her. Leave her alone. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all, that's it. And that's all, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for Bill Collective and shit. You know, because I work late tomorrow. So that's one of the reasons why y'all like days like this, y'all get one video because I work late. They got me working from 11 to 7, 2 days out the week. You know, prime time, it's out of that prime time. Anyway, but yeah, that's the gist of that. That's all we got. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the scene ATL last week. I think the director's cut of this past episode is coming out tomorrow. I think so. Because I think they already uploaded it and it should be coming out tomorrow because they did a director's cut because there were some things in the episode last week where some confessionals was placed in the wrong spot. The camera work had got messed up because there was a part where the camera got way too close up on me and Bando, and then the camera got too close in the scene with me, Bando, and my cousins to where my cousins got cut out the damn scene, so they had to go back and redo it. So yeah, so the director's cut should be coming out tomorrow. Then they're doing like the unseen, where there was some unseen footage that y'all didn't see on the episodes that's going to be coming out. And then we do the reunion. We film our reunion next Saturday. So yes, there will be a reunion for the scene. And then after that, we're getting ready for season 2. That's it. And that's all. So yes, I'm pretty sure that some of y'all gonna be trying to look back and see, well, who the fuck Scotty interviewed today? Y'all gonna see in a little bit, child. But I'm gonna get my post ready and everything for the promotion of it all. But anyway, you guys, before we get up out of here, let me promote my book real quick. Be sure to pick up my book, That's Why You're Lonely. It's now available on Amazon and Kindle Books. So make sure you guys go and pick it up. And with that being said, this be your boy, ScottyByNatureTV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys are out of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Bill Collective. I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.
Get that 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catch a face, shots fired, catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact, the bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
Big bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up. Don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho. Don't ever play us. This the real hustle. We make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit. Talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat. Every time we step. You fucking with a beast. Fucking with the best. Get money on the east. Plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north. But we run this out. Bitch, we outside. What you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you?